You know, second half was a little more helter-skelter. Their zone changed the game. We got stagnant against the zone. Didn't move the ball as well as we needed to against the zone. So that's my fault. I didn't have us as prepared for the zone. But overall, I thought we did what we needed to do to win. I thought Cavell was a huge difference maker in the game. 5 blocks, rebounds, double-double. I thought that was a difference from last year to this year is just having him. You know, I said in the offseason if we'd had him last year, we probably won 3 or 4 more games. And he was a huge difference maker tonight. We don't win tonight without him. And I thought our guard play, I thought Tremont looked tremendous. I thought Javonte did a great job. And I thought Days came in and gave us some added spark off the bench. So it was total team effort, which is what it takes in SEC play. And it was good to get our first conference win.
Javonte coming off the bench for the first time this year, scored or assisted on the last 19 points of the first half. How big was he for you?
I thought he was great. I thought you know, having that big lineup out there at the end of the first half, I thought we guarded them really well. You know, with Javonte and then Skyler and then the 3 bigger guys. I thought we were able to guard them really well and turn our defense into offense. So he played great. You know, I talked to him today at shoot-around. I said, I know it's the first time you probably come off the bench in probably 6-7 years, probably longer than that. But you know, I thought he did a good job of I told him, I said, you know, just sit with Coach Armstrong, get a flow of the game. I thought when he came in, he saw things better and was ready to go and just had a little more pop to him. So I was very, very pleased about that. And I thought he played just a tremendous game, maybe his best game of the season. But he's prepared and worked really hard over this break.
I know a lot of it's had to do with matchups, but Cavell's playing time has kind of fluctuated at times this season. What's it say about him that he's been able to, when he is out there, he's
been great. You know, it's just tougher, like against Monroe when they've got 6'5", 5 minutes. Just very tough to, you kind of got to match them, you know, but I mean, you need some guys like that in the old, you know, when you get in the SEC. And so, you know, it's like I told him, I said, good job tonight. You get to wind it up again and play Gafford on Saturday. So, you know, welcome to the SEC. But, you know, I thought he did a tremendous job tonight, and you know, he's a team player, and he prepares very, very well every day, and I thought that showed tonight.
Darius just seems to be fitting in more and more every game. I mean, just when he's giving you guys 10 to 15 points off the bench, I mean, just what does that do for you guys?
It's huge. He's getting more comfortable. You know, he makes a ton of shots in practice. He just hadn't been able to translate it into the games. It's just a matter of getting comfortable, and you know, we've kind of part of it's my fault. We've moved him around so much. Now we've kind of got him. You know, he knows where he's going to get his shots from. He knows where he's going to play. He knows the rotation a little bit better now. So I think he's just more comfortable. When you're more comfortable, you play with a little bit more confidence, a little bit more aggressively, and I thought Days did that tonight.
Coach Avery Johnson joked that Tremont could be on the baseball team with the pass he threw there in the second half. What was your perspective?
I don't think our baseball team needs him. They're pretty stacked as it is.
Probably right about that. But just and he
I do appreciate Coach Maneri letting me get Will Reese. But I don't think he wants it. I don't know if he wants any of my guys. He got that thing figured out now. All right, sorry, John.
No. Coach noticed.
I didn't see halftime either.
It's gone in a flash, Coach.
Yeah.
It's very quick. So, Coach noticed his change in his body as well, and his ability to make passes and his strength and everything. I mean, is that a good example of that pass he made?
Yeah, I think it was just, he's an elite player, and I think that was just vision and being able to see things and being able to make things happen. But I thought overall he just played a lot better, a lot more confidently. You know, last year when we played Alabama, they had pretty much the same game plan this year, but it helps when you got somebody like Javonte, another guy who can bring the ball up and make plays and make things happen. But I thought Trey just attacked more. I thought he was more confident, and he was ready to go. He was locked in the last 2 or 3 days. He was ready to go. I knew our team was ready to play. I know everybody was worried about the 10-11-day layoff, all that. Like, we had some really good practices. We've gotten a lot better, and we're still going to continue to get better. But I knew, like, we were ready to rock and roll, and I thought we played that way, especially in the first half.
Coach, what do you think right here? What do you think changed at halftime to allow Alabama to get back into the game?
Well, I thought we started the second half. We got that thing from 15 to 19. We pounded in the paint there early. Cavell got the dunk to start the second half. And, then I thought like I said, I thought their zone really hurt us. It kind of changed the tempo, slowed us down a little bit. Our transition defense let us down. We got beat in transition defense. They pinned their ears back and got on the offensive glass a little bit better. So, I thought really our inability to get stops is. I mean, we still scored a bunch of points. We scored 42 in one half and 45 in the other, something like that. So we scored plenty of points. It was more our defense, more of our defensive lapses.
Coach, I think you guys shot 80% in the first half from three. When you're banging in threes off the glass.
Yeah, we worked on the bank shots too over that time. But no, I mean it's just one of those deals where we were due. We hadn't been shooting it very well. We're good. I've been telling you we're a good shooting team. Nobody believes me, but we are. And we finally made a few tonight, which was nice. We had plenty. We had plenty of. We deserve some of those to go in. As we'd had plenty that should have gone in that didn't go in. Earlier in the season.
Is that the sign that it's just LSU's night?
Let's hope.
When Alabama didn't, make it tight at the end, I was just curious about your feeling on how the team responded.
I thought we did a good job. I thought we shot 82% from the free throw line, 81.5. I thought we made our free throws for the most part. I thought we didn't turn the ball over. We were solid with the ball. We got some good looks, even though we didn't finish. I thought Cavell had a good look on a putback. I thought Days did a great job pinning his ears back and getting on the offensive glass. But I was pleased. We were able to hold him at bay. It never got to in those type of situations, you just don't want it to get to a one-possession game, and it never got to a one-possession game. We were able to keep them. I think the closest it got was 4, and so it never got to a one-possession game, which was critical.
Just curious, has the approach changed from a year ago when it comes to home court and just how you guys attack these games, especially, obviously conference just started tonight, but is there any difference from a year ago?
Well, we've got a good routine. I mean, we won our last 6 SEC home games last year, so we've just kind of stuck to that routine. If you want to win at a high level, you've got to win at home. You've got to establish your home court. You've got to be able to win at home, and so that's a huge point of emphasis. You got to win all your home games. You got to dig as many of them out on the road as you can, and so we got our first opportunity to try to dig one out on the road on Saturday. But you certainly got to protect your home court and be an elite team at home, and we talk about that all the time. That's why the students were so huge tonight. I thought they gave us great energy.
Anything else?
All right, thanks, guys.